I've declared the last war that I'm going to declare before I click the button to reform or to form the empire. Um, and the war is against England and La Plata. And I think, let me check something real quick. What is England's total war score? Only 35%. So, there's an enemy down here. Okay, so England has land down here too. I can't actually get there unless I bring my ships down. So we're not going to worry about it down there. La Plata, however. No. I'm not going to worry about them either, come to think of it. But there are Milani's separatists in Frisian Colombia. So, that's fun. Anyway, we have a revolting van. So we'll go take care of that with this army. I probably won't form the empire right away after this war is over. I am going to wait. Tariffs on naval supplies. Nope, we're going to ignore it. I'm probably going to wait until all of the cores that I have going are done. Congo has declared independence. Gained imperialism casts a spell against them. They're fetishist. Are there any? They've got an estuary. But yeah, I'm going to let my cores finish. Any cores I acquire from this war, no, I don't think I need to let the ones I get from this war finish. But truce with the U.S. has ended. I am going to start recalling all of my diplomats. And I'd like to start improving relations with my future allies, and I've thought about this a little bit. Mexico actually is friendly towards me, and I'm going to start improving relations with them now. I can't... La Plata is actually a good possibility, but I don't know if they'll like me. We are at war. I can't improve relations with them right now. But how many Coptic provinces or Coptic countries are down here? Looks like Ethiopia and Alodia. What about Waleta as well? Waleta is allied to, or rival to Alodia. Alodia is only rival to Waleta, and are allied to Ethiopia. So, both of those two, I think? Alodia and Ethiopia. And I'm going to also improve relations with Frisian Colombia and Frisian Colombia, because they will be my subjects once I integrate, or like once I inherit everything. Does England have any other ships aside from those ones? No, that's the entire Great British heavy ships, total of heavy ships right there. There are some lights that they have and some transports, but and we've just won that siege. We're at 15. We're only at 15% war score. Okay, it's kind of disappointing. We have a revolting Tokat. I have to let this siege finish first. There's no fort around it. Taking Van, we now need to go to Tokat. Where is the English fleet going? I don't know. So, I'm going to split off half of these guys. We'll put this guy in charge and have them go to La Plata, I think. Try to get La Plata out of the war. I'm dangerously high on overextension right now. Actually, okay, I can't enable forced march right now, but I will eventually. Ooh, let's bring the ships over to, now that I think about it, oh, they'll arrive on the 2nd of August. That's not really what I was hoping for. So we'll bring these guys over to Oiapoque. Are those, is this in colonial Brazil or Colombia? Brazil, okay. So, maybe take some of British Brazil? That's an idea. This way I can also deal with the Milanese separatists that are running amok in Frisian Colombia. Regulation of the medical profession. States began to expand the number of doctors in the 16th century and to regulate and supervise their training at universities. These regulations also covered midwives. Research will benefit population growth, local goods produced modifier for 2 years, or 15 admin points, or we must spread the benefits to a wider area. Wait. So, oh, okay, I see what happens there. So, because I'm a scholar, it becomes an area thing rather than just a provincial thing. So, it was just going to be Krakow. What else is in Malopolska? And it's for how long? Only 3 years there? And 2 years there. Okay, so, Malopolska. So what's produced in these provinces? Cloth, iron, grain, and coal. We'll spread the benefits. It's cloth then coal, but coal won't be produced there unless Mazovia gets it up to okay, now it's coal. So I'm helping out Mazovia and myself, I guess, in the future. Okay, units suffered casualties. I'm guessing that would be... Okay. Where's my fleet? Okay, they're on their way. Memmingen... Okay, we've retaken Tokat. Let's bring this army back up to... Let's go to Matrega, I guess. Okay. So we'll let the ships repair a little bit. And we'll help Frisian Colombia deal with the Milanese separatists. Ports are blockaded. Okay, but they haven't landed any troops there. Does England even have any troops right now? They do. Okay. Again, not going to worry about it. And a few more rebellions. And it looked like, yeah. New. Okay, so there were two provinces that rebelled in Prussian Louisiana. Okay, let's try to force march to get there before that gets taken. 7th of January. Oh no, they're probably going to take it before I get there. Yep. Harsh life on the ocean. Lose a bunch of sailors. And I'll leave behind 2 infantry there to take that back really quick. Champa has declining elephant populations in Southeast Asia. After many years of slow decline, the elephant population of Southeast Asia is now at an all-time low. Demand for elephants and ivory products in both Southeast Asia and China has, however, never faltered, and as a result, the price of elephants and their ivory is rising. Okay, just helped Frisian Columbia retake Demerara. We can march down to British Brazil. But I'm not going to. I will actually take the ships. Okay, that's a battle that's done in Georgia. Honest merchants of Prussia gain global trade power, plus 10% for time. Okay, and that's being worked on. There's the La Plata army. There's the British army too, along with British Louisiana. Oh yeah, British Louisiana has territory, don't they? Something to keep in mind. Oh my god. Corsica, really? Okay, I'm going to have to go deal with that. Demands for representation. A number of hostile publications have begun to circulate in the cities of Prussia. Anonymous yet very critical authors claim that the government is autocratic and demand both a written constitution and a parliament where the various parts of our country can be represented. Yes, it's autocratic. No, I don't care. Make vague promises of reform. Okay. Remove forced march. Actually, never mind. Don't remove force, or put forced march back on. And then we'll try to go after the armies of British Louisiana and also Great Britain. That revolt in Corsica is going to suck. But for now, I'm going to have to just let it go. A revolt in Hochelaga. Gudrot declared war on revolutionary France. And England just took Chumash in one fell swoop. Didn't even take that much time to siege it. So where are my ships right now? Still up here? Cool. So we'll come down, land on La Plata, and hopefully be able to get them out of the war quickly. Seriously, a fucking revolt in St. Petersburg. I thought Brabant has had St. Petersburg for a long time. Oh yeah, they have. They don't even have any separatism right now, but they're about to. Hold on. So we'll go up there, all the way to Viborg in case that's where they decide to go next. But they shouldn't, because that's not... Yeah, there was no Russian... No, that's not Russian culture. So... bring those guys back down here once they're done with that battle. The burghers rise. 15 particular regiments rise up in Norfolk. Cool. So we'll bring the army over to Norfolk, and then I guess we actually have to have them sit there for a month or so after they do that. British Brazil is coming up to fight Frisian Columbia's army. Lovely. We will... hold on. Forced march onto Rio de la Plata. Right now we're not suffering any attrition on our ships. The hell? Come on. Continue up there, then come down there. We've got 49% to win the siege on the first tick. And if we do that, I need one of my diplomats back. Probably from Olodia, because it's the closest one. Okay, so that was that fight. Okay, we've won that siege. Let's wait until the next month. And then these guys now go up to Guayra. Call the diplomat from Olodia. Great Britain occupied Oiapoque. Who cares? Cossack aggression. We'll demand that they be brought to justice. And, okay. British peasants occupied Piedmont. Of course they did. So... okay, that's where the only place the British separatists rose up. Looks like a bunch of armies are going there to deal with that. We have an army in Spain to deal with the Liegean revolutionaries. I need to go deal with the Corsican, the Savoyard separatists in Corsica. Alright, once this army gets out of La Plata, I will try to piece them out. Really? Okay. Go back to here. We'll see if... Come on! Enough revolts. Doesn't look like we need to go to that current siege that's going on in... Where was it again? I don't even know. Solna? Just come back down here, deal with those guys. Okay, so maybe now they went out? No? Divide the ships in half. We won the siege of Guerra. Attach a blockade. Attach blockade. Okay. Alright, so we now fully blockade La Plata. They still don't want out. Okay, I guess we'll just go and find fairly... Okay, all of their provinces suck, never mind. That's an important center of trade. But we have a little bit of a naval attrition right now. The relationship with Mexico has been fully improved. We'll go back to improving with Alodia because wait, Medjugorje Bari is... Oh, it's a one province minor. That looks like, that sounds like course finishing. Excellent. Let's convert the Azores, I guess, or Madeira, Benin, any of them really. Occupied Banda Oriental, or Banda Oriental. Relations with Ethiopia are maxed out. We've occupied one of the provinces the Separatists took. That's mountains, so we'll have bonuses there. Don't even have to worry about it. Come on, La Plata. So I'm taking the ports because I don't want my navies to have... Well, actually, I actually don't even need this navy to be where it is anymore because it's really only occupying or blockading one province in British Brazil. Oh, apparently our light ships took on a couple of, like, I don't even know how many heavies they took on, but they captured one, so it's something. Okay. How about now, La Plata? Okay. I don't really care about land, honestly, from them. I actually don't want to take it because they're probably going to be one of my only allies. Of course, I'm about to annex one of their allies, possibly. Wait, British Brazil, they're allowed to rival colonial nations? When colonial nations are still under their leaders, under their overlords. Iroquois accepted peace with the US, full annexation was demanded. Palermo. Oh, revolt in Palermo? Cool. Have to be careful that Savoy doesn't get free off of this, because they could. But first I do want to get La Plata out of this war. Let's just go to Salto. Or Friesland will do it. Lost that siege. Okay, that was British Louisiana. Which is fine, I don't really care. Sicilian separatists were successful. There we go. War reparation? No. Some minor amount of gold? No, we're just going for a white piece then. So now I need to take my fleet. Let's bring them to Rio Grande do Sul. We've finished improving relations with Alodia. Won the Battle of Palermo. I can invest in Diplotech. Diplo Power is doing pretty well. Alright, I'm guessing I can probably peace out of this war now. And I was thinking that I would want to keep or take this army home, but now that I think about it, no, I'm not going to. This army needs this. The Navy needs to come back to Rome. Okay, as long as I thought it, I heard it click a second time and didn't want it to. So that's almost improved fully, which will actually change once I click the button. We'll have to continue to improve after that. What's my current coring situation? 28th and 26th of November for the most part. 5th of March in Palermo. Oh, because Palermo was taken. Right, so we're probably going to have a colonial nation forming in British Brazil. Call diplomat from there. Any important centers of trade or anything? Not as far as I can tell. That's the only one that would possibly be noteworthy. Okay. La Plata has a permanent claim on that. Okay, we've now fully, oh my god, really? Fully improved relations to the point we can on our vassals' vassals, or vassals' colonial nations. Okay. Alright, that's not England. So, give me all of these. Piedmont. Yeah, we only have 8.7 overextension right now. Anything I'm missing aside from colonial stuff? Does this give me a full annexation? I don't know. Wait, that's Great Britain too. We demand England's full annexation with that. So, any important centers of trade that I don't have right now? Detroit. But I feel like I would have to draw a line. I don't have to, but I would want to. And I can't get any more than that? Fine, full annexation, just on that. Unless the reason they won't accept that is because fort? That would be it. Let's wait until that siege is over. It's not that much longer. Cygnus of the Emperor. More power to the nobles, or delegate more to the provinces. We will... You know what, we've got a lot of money. Let's take the hit to national tax modifier. Are the ships back in Rome yet? No. They're right there. Okay. Aachen has peasant revolt. Okay, we'll bring these guys back down to Valencia. Win the siege, please. Thank you. So now try to get Detroit. That is all in the same colonial region. Any others? Again, not as far as I can tell. I'm going to move this army back to Prussian Louisiana. Actually, up to Detroit, probably. And I'm going to wait until they're in Mexico. Just so I don't get black, or just so that I can pass through them right now, rather than getting stuck in Frisian Columbia. Take the last of the age abilities, and we are good. Need to develop soon. And I'm going to try to make a new colonial nation. 2, 3. Actually, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I already determined that there was no, there's no important centers of trade or anything up here. But I'll take as much as I can from them now. And no, let's not take that one yet. I don't really care about Newfoundland right now. That's part of, that's part of Newfoundland. Okay, so we can take all of British Louisiana. Fort Richmond is, right, Canada. Not that I have anything against Canada, I just don't want the land right now because it wouldn't connect to anything that my vassals will have. And then take as much money as we can get, or not. I can make them concede Canada. Give up claims, they'll cease to exist, so wait. Okay, yeah, give up claims in Spanish Canada, but no. So instead of the money, I'm going to take as many core revocations as I can. That works. 95% war score. Make it 96. And we have 19% overextension. We're going to core everything we can right now. Good. Excellent. Where are the ships? Okay, now, I'd say it's time. First of all, don't go up to Detroit anymore. Go to Illinois. Oh wait, why is this mine now? Why is Newfoundland mine? I don't want to. Okay, so can I get rid of them? I don't want two colonial Canadian nations. Is that because I annexed all of England? So, yeah, I have 4 colonial nations. One is Prussian Canada. One of them is, yeah, 2 of them are in Canada. I feel like that's dumb. Break alliance, intervene or take on foreign debt. Cancel trade power. That's covert actions. I'm tempted. Intervene in war, break alliance. Can you not break a colonial nation from, like, voluntarily? Threaten war, enforce peace. I don't know. Maybe wait a month? Okay. Access options. Economy actions. Covert. It should be under influence actions, right? To release a vassal? Okay, so what if I make them rebellious? Okay, that doesn't help. I don't know. Nor do I care. So we have British separatists in Sisseton. Meanwhile, I'm going to ally Mexico. Which is a kingdom, so I get a... La Plata doesn't want an alliance with me. We'll improve their relations. Ethiopia? Ethiopia does. Oh, that's how it's done. It's plays the release subject. No, don't do that. This is Newfoundland. That's the one I want to give up. We are coring everything. Right? Good. I need... Where are they going? Nisa. That's Nice. Okay. So I'm going to go to Albania. Yep, there they are. We'll come back down to Rome. Wait for the ships. Imperialism against Canada. There are the ships. Split off half of them. Go back to Rome. Board the ships. Go land in Sardinia. Curious as to how far along that conversion is for. Okay. Radical reforms. Two of our most trusted advisors, Zygmunt Kazimierz Reg and Ernest Augustus Boscawen, have been talking a lot recently, plotting, some say, drafting plans for Prussia's future. Others say. Whatever they are discussing, it is clearly controversial enough to warrant some secrecy. Finally, they approach Emperor Wilhelm Friedrich I to present the results. The thick stack of papers contains plans for monumental changes to the nation's trade practices, including increased protectionism, regulation, and industrial policy. Radical, some would say. Necessary, Zygmunt Kazimierz Reg would say. Profitable, says Ernest Augustus Boscawen. Radical to simpler minds, perhaps not to the Emperor. Okay, I don't really feel like going down to once. You know what? Okay, so I've heard, thanks to certain other YouTubers, that by picking this one, you don't get this event anymore. But it's so late in the game that nobody would care. Not even me. Like, I'm fine with gaining 5 mercantilism, which would cost 86 diplomacy for 1. But then again, that's also 1 stability. Oh well. Fine. Go up to Corsica. And next, I'm going to increase relations with allies. I need to get royal marriages with them as well. Alodia first, because I just sent. Oh, they're Grand Republic. Cool. Wasn't even aware. So we'll wait a month because we just sent diplomats to improve relations with them. And we're maxed out on diplo points as well. So, development. Good for now. Looks like it works for me. We'll bring the ships up to the Ligurian Sea. Bavaria asks for help. No, we're going to say no to that. Land in Corsica. Oh, Jesus. That is a lot of separatists. Or not separatists, a lot of, pretender rebels. So let's bring the troops back to the continent. Get a good general in charge. So I'm assuming that was Portugal fully annexing Tidor and not the other way around. Yeah, since Portugal still exists, I'm guessing that was the case. Ethiopia, royal marriage. Mexico. Really? Why will Mexico not accept a royal marriage? We're allies. Both the right government type. No royal marriage. Diplo rep might help. That should change it. It does. And on the 6th of September, send a royal marriage offer to Mexico. Is La Plata willing to enter into an alliance right now? They are. Good. The U.S. probably doesn't want an alliance, do they? No, they hate our guts. Rightly so, we've taken a lot of their provinces. And La Plata's a republic, right? They are, okay. Okay, so now we need to go deal with the rebels in Bavaria. They shouldn't be able to take that, but right, I wanted to check something in Corsica. Okay, that's not really near finishing as far as that conversion goes. Can we get a... No, I was looking for an Inquisitor. So I would hope that everything is cored from the wars that we've taken in the past few, aside from the English one. So I'm going to wait for Van to finish coring, I guess. Everything else... Oh, okay, so Cars still needs to core. Okay. So those cores are going to finish, and then I'm going to click the button. Lubeck has insulted us. It's crazy. Prussia's just crazy in general. That's in Cremona. Okay. That's something we're working on coring, isn't it? Oh no, it's cored already. And we just absolutely wreck anything, any kind of army. I was going to say rebels, but it's not just rebels. Hopefully that's a stack wipe. And it is. Now we need to deal with those influenza spreads. Yay! Wondering if it's because my vassals won't wondering if it's because my vassals won't quarantine their own provinces or something. successfully converted Cape Verde. We'll continue to convert stuff if we can. There's a lot of places that have probably the negative modifier to being converted right now. And a ton of rebels, apparently. Almost, I'm not willing to take tech yet at that level. Converted Madeira. Should be another conversion finishing soon, right? Yeah. Russia's expanding east. Okay. Come on, there should be a conversion finishing, right? Come on. Monthly progress of 4. Alright. Core Messina, or convert Messina. I want to check overextension on this stuff. March 9th. I want to make sure it's all going to core at the same time. Especially, or mostly just the New World stuff. The Falklands does not count. Nandapo doesn't count either. Gabon. Cameroon. Castro, March 9th. 9th of November. Okay, Santa Tecla. Pora. Sligo is in Ireland. Limerick is in Ireland. Basically, I just want to make sure everything that is going to a colonial nation is finishing at the same time. And it is. Unless we get a revolt somewhere down here, in which case I'll have to keep an eye on that. So we have 4 alliances, right? And 2 of them, 2 royal marriages. Yeah. So, what was I waiting on? Was there something I was waiting on before doing this? Nah. I don't think so. Let's do it. Renovatio Imperii Romanorum. In the year of our Lord, 1753, the most serene Augustus Wilhelm Friedrich I von Hohenzollern, Romanorum Imperator, crowned by God, has again convened the estates of the Holy Roman Empire. The Diet has agreed to a motion to unite the disparate states of the empire into a nation-state and recrown the emperor as its hereditary ruler. Claim the crown. And I will inherit everything. Which will take a while, it looks like. And I'm going to have to go through my army and disband a lot of things. Because we are probably way over force limit. Oh shit, that's what I forgot. I forgot to make sure that Georgia was, or Silesia was done coring that stuff. Oh well, we'll core it ourselves. We're only at 26% overextension, so. Anyway, I am going to end the episode here. I'm going to get through all of these messages, and we have mercenary force limit reached. I'm going to disband a bunch of armies between the episodes too.